Boom shakalaka. The Knicks is the difference. Our grit, that's the difference. These kids are just different. And our pop.
Yo,
What's goody, y'all? Back at it once again. Last night it was a epic, epic, epic part of NBA history, Knicks history. Um, it was just an amazing feeling. You know, me and Mrs. Knicks, they ain't really get to talk our shit yesterday. Just something light, something small, cause we was out and about. She was in the mix of all
the
the chaos.
chaos.
and me, I was in another part, like chilling, vibing. So, you know, tell me, Mrs. Nick, tell me how the vibes was where you was at.
so, so I was watching it at the Hard Rock Cafe with some people that I've known, some Knicks fans that I've known and have grown really close to over the last 15, 16 years. So it was nerve wracking, nerve wracking. Um, I was thinking we're doing this to ourselves again, going down. Uh, but then you see the Knicks do what the Knicks do, creep in, and you're like, oh shit, like this shit is really about to happen today. There was one point in the game when I looked at Frank and I said, we was down by like 15, right, babe? And I'm like, what do we need to do? Like, what do we need to do? And he said, I don't know. And that made me nervous because Frank been on point all postseason. And then the Knicks just start chipping away. And I looked at him and I said, we about to win. We about to win. Like, we about to do this. Let me tell you, for the last, I want to say 4 minutes of the game, probably, I was running back and forth to the bathroom because I couldn't breathe. I felt nauseous. I was about to throw up. Like, Frank and my best friend were like giving me cups and cups of water so that I can make it through the rest of the game. Like, I was literally really overjoyed with emotion. You know what I mean? Because this team deserves it. They were overlooked time and time again. And then us fans, we deserve it. You know what I mean? Like all season we've been doing this show and I just think about the ups and the downs. And when the downs were down, they were down. You know what I mean? And we just stood strong and we always believed, just kind of followed the team's, lead. And bro, we champions. It sounds crazy still. Like, we're champions. I literally have gotten 1 hour of sleep. I don't know how I'm still got my eyes open. But this shit, maybe when the parade happens, it'll fully process. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still watching the videos and seeing, guys like JB and Macau who are really like always straight faced, be so emotional. Like something about them grown ass men crying makes me cry. But how
Nah,
you feeling? How you all feeling?
Kev,
Me,
talk to me, gang.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was me. It was me, Fraz, and Mike. Um, we were, we were, we were over there by Riverside, under the. We were under the highway. Me and
Yeah.
Fred under the highway, and we were chilling. We sat there. We put the projector up. We got some food. Um, we rolled up. We got some food, and we was chopping it up and watching
Say it
the
right, man. The
game.
Spurs pack, man. Say it right. The
Correct.
Spurs pack, man.
Correct. First fact for sure. And and I mean, I'm watching the game right now on MSG. As a matter of fact, I don't know if y'all hear it in the background, but yeah. It was. I wasn't worried. I mean, don't get me wrong. Towards the end, when we were coming back, and then we was in the fourth quarter, and it was like a lot of suspense, because you didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? You didn't know what was gonna happen. We've been fighting. We've been fighting to come back all game long. Man, I felt like we were behind all game long. I felt like we had one lead in the early first quarter. You know. But other than that, I mean, their largest lead in this game was 16. So at that point, I'm like, all right, listen, we just came back from a 29-point lead. A 16-point lead ain't shit. If we keep chopping away and chopping away, I think we're gonna be great. And they started doing just that. You know what I mean? They still a good young team, and but I was proud of my guys because the way they fought back every single game. I feel like in every single game we always had to come back. We was always down in double digits in every single game. You know, and the kind of resilience these guys showed me, man. I was proud, bro. Me and Fraz and Mike, even Mike, man. Shout out to my brother Mike, man, for supporting us. Even though he's a Nets fan, he came, took the train all the way from Brooklyn and was chopping it up with us. We was sitting
That's
there
love.
vibing. So shout out to my brother Mike for pulling up and Fraz for coming all the way to PA and vibing with
Big
me
fan.
too. But we all had a great time. We witnessed history. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna say it. You know, I don't care what anybody says. I think we witnessed the best run in NBA history.
No, you don't
I've
think.
never
You don't
seen nothing
think.
like
You
it.
don't think. You know that
Yeah,
that's a fact.
yeah, yeah. Can nobody tell me otherwise, bro? Like, maybe the Warriors those 2 years that they won, but other than that, I think we had the greatest run, bro. Like, it's greatest run ever. I mean, we really dominated opponents in ways that broke teams.
Mm,
Like we
facts.
literally broke teams, bro.
Facts.
Like literally in that one play, right? In that one play that OG hit the tip in. When you go back and you start seeing, because I've seen a guy, I forgot his name, but shout out to him. I don't remember his name, but I'm gonna go back and find out who it was. But shout out to him. And he showed how confused these guys was. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know who to guard, how to guard, what's going on, what's happening. I mean, they left OG wide open.
Facts.
So I mean, it's a great time to be a Knicks fan right now, man.
Facts.
It's a great time to be a Knicks fan. I've been watching Instagram videos all day long. Today, today, my tears finally came out because every time I felt like I was gonna process, no, 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 we're not doing this because we haven't won yet. We haven't won yet. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a fool and start crying and then we lose. You know what I'm saying? So I
Facts.
kept holding back, holding back, holding back, and today, B, I finally broke, bro. I finally broke. My daughter was like, Daddy, what's going on? What happened? And I said, hey, baby, these are happy tears. You don't understand what I've been through these past years, man. Like I'm 46 years old. I've never seen this team win a championship. Never. There's
Let me tell
people
you.
out there that's gone longer, you know? So it was great.
Let me tell you. I cried so many times. I think a total of 3 times. I cried game 2. I cried game 4. And I cried last night. And I cried today. Almost all day crying today. I'm not gonna hold you. My daughter last night. I was in such euphoria. I guess that's the word I will put. That last night I'm like, when the final buzzer buzzes, I need you to go order the championship hat and shirts. Tell me how much I'm gonna send you the money. So she tells me, I send her the money. Then she's like, oh no, it was this. And I said, Layla, how much more I gotta send you? Cause I can't even comprehend math right now. Like dead ass, like I couldn't think. Like I was just like, yo, what the fuck? And I just cried. And so even though we ordered our stuff last night, I was like, I want the shit right now. So I went down to the garden like early this afternoon, and they opened up the theater of Madison Square Garden and had all the championship merch. And we're walking in to the theater and they're playing We Are the Champions as we're in line to buy our stuff. Bro, I'm bawling crying. Bawling, ugly crying. Ugly crying. And then we go outside and we just chilling in front of the garden and I'm looking at all the billboards of we're champs. There's a good ring to the Knicks 2026. And I'm looking at the garden and it reminds me why we fell in love with this team. You know what I mean? And I just start crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not really an emotional crying person.
Yo.
For something like this, right? Because this was special. You know, it was special. It was something that it's like, yo, for us, and not just for us on the panel, but just everybody, every single Knicks fan from New York to all over the world. Like, I still get goosebumps. And I've been getting goosebumps all day through every video, through everything.
Bro.
Yeah. Fact. Yo, I'm I'm pretty sure Sean is talking
Yes.
about me. I'm pretty sure she was talking about me because I was telling Kev like when the clock reached all zeros, I was still in a state of disbelief, right? So we started doing the show. I couldn't believe we won. I couldn't believe I saw everybody jumping it down. It's still in my mind it wasn't real that we won the championship. So we started doing the show, and there was a point after y'all left. I just started yelling, "We did it! We did it!" Yo, and that's when it really hit me like, yo, we are actually NBA champions. It's and like Kev said, I've all day, all I've been doing, been on social media, scrolling, everything, Facebook, Instagram, X, and all it's been is glorious Knicks content for this championship. I'm not gonna be long-winded. Frass, talk to me, good brother.
Of the world. Shout out everybody in the comments, wherever you're watching, at home, on your living room couch, or in your bedroom. You already know what it is. Listen, man. It's like Kev was telling you, man, when we was watching the game at the park, man. Yo, I'm sitting there telling Kev in the third quarter, and I see this. I'm like, yo, Kev, he about to drop a 40 piece. Brunson about to drop a 40 piece, dog. I'm saying this to myself in the third quarter because I see what he's doing. He like, yeah, it's my
That shit
time.
is
It's
funny,
my
Brass,
time.
because when we was after the game, Frank goes, he scored in the 40s?
Yo, and I said this one of these last few games,
We can't
Brunson
hear
was
you.
gonna drop a 40 piece, and somebody was calling. I apologize.
You
I
good?
said one of these last few games, Brunson was gonna drop a 40 piece, and damn, you went and tied Michael Jordan to the most points in a closeout game in the NBA Finals. Oh my goodness, man! And for all you people who steadily was throwing dirt on Jalen Brunson this year, who steadily kept telling him he wasn't the best point guard. He wasn't 1A. He wasn't tall enough. He wasn't this.
I
He
mean,
wasn't
call the
that.
names out. Call the names out.
Everybody who doubted Jalen Brunson, Becky Hammond, um, you people on
Paul
ESPN,
Pierce.
Paul Pierce, Who else? Who else? I
Draymond
maybe.
Gilbert
Green,
Arenas,
Yeah, I was about to say
Nick
Gilbert
Wright,
Arenas,
Nick
Draymond
Wright,
Green,
Chris
Nick
Broussard.
Wright,
Chris
right?
Broussard.
Broussard, thank you, T. Tom. I literally was just thinking of his name as you
that
right
whole
before you
Atlanta,
said.
that whole Atlanta podcast.
Oh, that little white girl
Listen,
get on my damn nerve. F
All
her.
oh,
Nesbitt.
listen.
Draymond Green.
Yep.
Y'all all gotta take the L on this one. Brunson plays with the chip on his shoulder better than nobody does in the league. He saw what time it was in the second half of this game 5. He said, "This is my moment. Let me have my moment." And he just proceeded to put belt to ass for the rest of the game. And I gotta do tea time. Hold on. I gotta do tea time real quick. You know what I mean? You gotta stand up and do the belt to ass dance one time, man. That's all that happened, man. This whole entire playoffs was belt to ass. Belt to ass. Minus the 3 losses. Yeah, I said it. 3 losses the whole playoffs. This gotta be like the 3rd best playoff run in NBA history, man. No
3
questions.
losses by a total of how many points?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Yo,
I think I'm right. Am I? I think I'm right.
yo,
Like, come
you know,
on, man. We could have been easily talking about a 1-loss playoff run that could have tied the Warriors.
Facts.
We could have easily been talking about that. You understand? And also, for all you people who was getting on Karl Anthony Towns' case this year about early on in the regular season, I hope y'all get that apology letter going around, because I think y'all gonna need to get that apology letter going around, because the defense this man played on Cat minus game 5 with the foul trouble. I'm not gonna sit here and cap, all right? Minus game 5 in the foul trouble. That was the only bad game he had at the final, pretty much.
And to be honest, Fraz, it's not really even a minus because the way I look at it, I think Cat dominated games 1 and 2, and they didn't want egg on their face for trying to make Wemby the face of the NBA. So they tried to take Cat out. And when they realized that doing that still was not going to allow them to beat us,
Listen, let me talk about that since you brought up the subject of Wemby, right? And I explained this to Kev and the guys before. I don't know if I explained it to you and since tea time, but I'm gonna explain it here right now, real quick. I'm gonna give you the short version. They did Wemby like they did Jack and Rollerball. Didn't y'all see Rollerball? Do y'all know what movie I'm talking about, good people? If you know what the movie Rollerball is, you know the main character name was Jack, right? What's up, Pops? Bendición, Pops.
what's good, what's good?
So let me finish real quick.
I see you on 2 different screens here, right?
Jack was the main character in Rollerball. You know what they did to Jack?
Man, Fraz, and that's my home. That's my sister.
They did Jack dirty in the final of the Rollerball season that year. Jack's team was supposed to win. The people who ran the Rollerball League told him that he was gonna lose. They made the man lose in the last game, the championship game of Rollerball, right? Wemby got the same treatment here. I don't know why Spurs fans thought they was gonna win this series. They gave Wemby the Jack from Rollerball treatment. You understand? And of course, you got to shout out. Listen, I got to give a shout out to Jose Alvarado. What up, cuz? Jimmy J1, man. No. Hold on. Give me, give me J1. Who gave you the memo about the program, man? I wasn't listen.
No, but you know what? I said it. I said if he brings us a ring, I would apologize. And so,
Yeah,
Coach Brown,
You know
but
what?
Coach, Coach Brown, I absolutely apologize. I apologize. And you know what? I thank you for listening to me because what you implemented, I've been saying to do. So I appreciate that. No, but I'm not going to hold you. He coached his ass off this
Yeah,
playoffs.
he did.
So for whatever reason, it didn't click during the regular season, whether it was just a chemistry thing at the time, the getting to learn each other, or if he was truly holding back, whatever it was, we didn't like it, and we had all the reason not to like it. But this playoffs, he coached his ass off.
But listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go on the other side of that. I will not apologize. I will not apologize. You know why I'm not gonna apologize? Because he's a man that always said, "No, y'all hold me accountable for when I fuck up." That's what he
He
said.
did,
He
and he
did.
did.
He said that. So you know what? For that, I'm not apologizing. Because if the players are being held accountable, you gotta be held accountable too.
Yeah.
So no,
Talk
I
that
will
shit,
not be.
Kev.
I will not apologize, but I will say thank you for bringing us a championship. You did a great
Yeah.
job. I will say that you did a great job, but I will not apologize. I hold you accountable for every little fuck up you did
Yeah,
to the
Kev.
point. But
Yeah.
other than that, after that Atlanta series, you fixed everything up smoothly. So
Yo,
for that, I'll give you your props. You did a great job, and shout out to you.
you know what was a to kind of get off topic a little bit. You know, the crazy realization I had today. I was looking at the final score and I was like, shit,
Old
that's a
school.
low scoring game. Then I went to the box score and I saw JB have 45 points. I'm like, did a little bit math.
Half, half.
Nigga had half the points. He had half the points to close it out.
45.
Yo, this is why no one can tell me Jalen Brunson is not the best basketball player in the NBA right now. I don't want to hear about Joker.
No. The-
I don't I don't want to hear about SGA. I don't want to hear about Wemby because we just packed him up. Uh, I don't want to hear about nobody as being better because when it came down to it, because offensively we didn't have a good game five.
we didn't have a
I'm
good series offensively.
outside of Jalen Brunson, but specifically game five, it was
Yeah.
horrible. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so outside of Jalen Brunson literally said in game five, guys, don't you worry. Get on my back, pause. And I'm going to take us to the promised land. We are not losing. That's what he literally said. The way he was cooking these niggas in game five should be studied. It's Benny Hanna style. Iron Chef. What's the fucking cook show that Gordon Ramsay got? Top Chef. It was
yeah.
Top Chef style. Ah, not when people be like Jalen Brunson is the greatest nigga of all time. I don't. I'm not. I'm not arguing that. That may be fact. But what my new plight is to enlighten people on is that Jalen Brunson is the best basketball player in the league right now.
Yep.
In the league. You know what I mean? I'm gonna land the plane there because I said I wasn't gonna be too long winded. This is
And I'm gonna say
it's
this: teams never learn. They don't. They don't go and study us because the worst thing you could do is piss off Jalen Brunson.
Hold on.
That
One
dude
line of
is a that that dude is. I think you've called him. We've called him on this show a psycho. And
psycho.
the minute that Wimby put his foot under Jalen Brunson and rolled that ankle And the way Brunson got up and screamed at the referees, you know it was a wrap.
Listen,
Yo, yeah, Crash.
listen. Jalen Brunson belongs on the New York Knicks Mount Rushmore. I'm not saying he the best nigga all time. That's what I'm saying is you gotta put his face up there with Wall, with Patrick Ewing, with Willis Reed. Put the man up there. The man earned it. It wasn't given to him. We all watched it. He took it from every team. Literally. You can't say this shit was given to Jalen Brunson. Because look at it. The beginning of the season, he was getting foul calls. He was getting to the line more. They stopped calling fouls for Jalen and Karl Anthony Towns as the season progressed. What did they do? After a while, they said, we're not going to sit here and continue to go back and forth with the refs. Let's just start winning these games and get locked in and start playing like champions. And now we can say we are the champions
Of the
in
I'm
the year
world.
2026. Of the
gonna
world,
say
Craig.
You know
this.
what?
Of the world,
Yo,
Craig. Of the world, Craig.
So everyone say that Walt is the greatest Nick ever. Walt say it's Willis. Willis say it's Pat. I'm almost sure after last night,
and
Pat
Pat
gonna say
says
it's
Pat.
it's
All I
Jalen.
say is
I'm
Pat.
almost I'm almost sure after last night, he's gonna say it's Jalen.
But yo, tell me this, because I know y'all seen the pictures from with everybody holding the trophy. How good was it to see Patrick Ewing holding it to Larry O'Brien?
That was great.
That shit had tears. Tears.
Yo,
It gets
even
you
though
emotional because he should have been able to do it.
if any Nick deserved to be an NBA champion,
Oh, I
it's
gotta do
Patrick
two
Ewing.
times. I
It-
gotta do two times. I
any,
gotta do
any,
two times.
if any Nick,
I gotta do.
if any Nick
I
deserved
gotta
to be
do.
an NBA champion, it's Pat. Uh, I don't know how they divvy out rings for the organization, but Patrick Ewing better get a fucking ring.
He's gonna get
Listen,
one
I'm
for
sorry.
sure.
I'm sorry. I gotta turn on the accent for this one because I'm Jamaican and this is our idol right here. I forget Patrick get ring, man. You know, see Patrick deserved the ring for a long time. Patrick deserved to carry that trophy there. Well, when I see the Knicks have, man, yo. Wanna for big up Patrick Ewing, man, cause Patrick Ewing carrying our 90s, man. This is the floor general will carrying our 90s, the captain, and then pass the torch over for Jalen Brunson, and Jalen say, yo, I'm gonna win it for the wall I wanna, and then win it, man. Yo, listen me, man, yo. We are the top shotter. Nobody can touch it from we. Nobody can take away the title from we no more. Everybody feel shut up their mouth to attack say Knicks no win again. Yo, we win it, man. Yo. Yes, of the thing that New York are gonna be a place for people to come play again in the next few years. Watch this. Watch what me tell you now. And guess what? The core ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
The core ain't going nowhere. I feel sorry for you, NBA. Like I told you earlier in the season, NBA. Y'all all know this, NBA. I told y'all this. Y'all all know this. We're not done. This is just the start. I know it. Because we're not done. Leon Rose said we're not done. I know it.
Uh, so since you're gonna say that, let me get this off my chest, cause the more I saw it, the more it pissed me off. Because I've been saying all series that this team had no respect for the Knicks. And last night showed just that. They walked off the court. They
Mhm.
didn't congratulate us. And for a league that expects you to stop scoring when you're blowing out a team, to allow that nonsense when the only player that on the court came to congratulate the team was Luke Cornett. And I'm sure the only reason that happened is because we drafted him. So y'all fucking sore losers are gonna have nightmares of the Knicks. Because guess what? If y'all want a ring, y'all gonna have to come past us.
It's just to compound on that, right? About them not having respect. The delusion of that team, right? The delusion of their star player to sit up there. We dominated the series. How do you dominate a series losing 4-1? How do you dominate a series losing fucking 4-1? But you gonna sit there, we dominated the whole series. Dumbass. It's not who's winning in the third quarter, who's winning at the end of the fourth.
That's that analytical shit, T.
Facts. In facts. And we are 7-2 against you all season. The whole season, 7-2. Packing you niggas up all season. So this is not like this is an anomaly where you could be like, oh, we are the better team. How are you the better team when we played a total of 9 games and you only won 2 of them? But this is what a 7-game series is for. Yeah, Fraz. This is what a 7-game series is for, right?
Look what I came home to. Look what I came home to. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me put this one on. This one is the one I've been waiting to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you like that 73 logo, don't you, people? I know.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is what a 7-game series for, right? It proves who's the better team. The worst team can maybe steal 2 games, right? Maybe 3. But to win 4 games, it undoubtedly proves who the best team is. And then when you add, because regular season don't matter, but I still think it develops a trend. But when you add that and we are 7-2 against you, there's no way in the world in your mind you should be looking like, oh, we're still the better team. Like Sis said, that's that analytical bullshit. We dominated the whole series. No, you didn't. You lost.
I'm saying we might be raising 2 banners that we bust y'all ass in.
Facts.
And like you
Two,
said, it's absolutely the
No,
analytical
Mike.
thing. I'm almost sure their coach was telling them, we've led 400 and whatever minutes this series to their 53. But guess what? Our 53 were the only ones that mattered.
facts.
The only ones that mattered. Like you said, T, it don't matter who's leading quarter 1, 2, and 3, or halfway through quarter 4 for that matter. It's who's leading at the end of the motherfucking 48 minutes.
When there's
But
4 zeros on the clock. Yo, and the thing is, and this is the thing where you have to put it to even more context, right? You can't even be like, oh, we the better team because we've been leading. You also got to look at your competitor who's been taking the lead from you. This is literally what they do. This is literally what the Knicks do. We take leads from people. This ain't just happened to you. So you can't look at it as an isolated situation like, oh, we just been messing up. No, you're facing a team that's their MO. That's their pattern. You have a lead. We're going to take that lead from you. We're going to take your heart. Because the way they was missing free throws in game 5, their heart, you could tell their heart was gone.
I
Because
mean,
they
to
was
be
missing.
honest,
Look,
they came out.
Kev locked in like it's the first time he watching that game. Look at him.
They came out scoring decently, but to be honest, that first quarter, game 5 was ass. Both
Yeah,
teams
well,
looked shook. But the fact that we played terribly, like beyond terribly, and we're only down single digits, you knew that, you know, they they tried to save face and not look scared, but we knew that they were shook. We knew we
yeah,
took their soul. OG literally snatched their heart out.
yeah,
Single-handedly snatched their heart out.
yeah.
And again, a team defaults to trying to stop Jalen Brunson. There's no stopping that man.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, Charles Barkley said just that much at halftime. in Game 5. He said the Knicks played terrible. They're only down this much. They might as well be winning. And Charles Barkley said that much. You feel me? Because and that's how I knew we was gonna win that game. Because I was like, we couldn't possibly play a worse first half. And we was only down by like 6 or something like that. I was like, oh, it's over. We're gonna win. And that's exactly what happened. It you can't say enough about Jalen Brunson. You can't. It cannot be overstated how good he is. Because when you look at all the abstract stats that they put up, there's only the greatest players who ever played the game of in the NBA that his name is continuously being mentioned with.
And to add, he's the shortest of them most of the time, all of the time.
But
Oh
wait,
man,
let me add on to that now because again,
absolutely.
let's not forget, people. There was all this talk of SGA, SGA, SGA. But wait a minute. Jalen Brunson's been scoring the same amount of points as SGA been scoring in the last 3 playoffs. Well, 4 now. 4 now. But
Yeah.
we've looked at the numbers, people.
Wait, because you
Brunson,
missed the point on that. With less free throws.
yes, yes. That's what I was getting. But, I didn't mind if you said it, sis. But again, the point I'm trying to make is this. Everybody who's not Knicks fans like us have been putting Jalen Brunson under SGA in this league for quite some time. But his numbers actually eclipse SGA in a few stats and is the same in every other category. So again, I'm going to ask you people, when are we going to stop being biased and stop thinking with our feelings and start thinking based on the stats and the facts that Jalen Brunson is top 3 in this league? If not, now you can make an argument and say he's number 1. And Becky Hammond, he is one motherfucking man. And I hope he shows up to the studio when your ass is there with all his MVP trophies and Larry O'Brien. Just to ask you that question.
And you know what I loved in his post game when he's like, what did he say?
Can I be me or talk
Can
my
I be me or can I talk my shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yo, that was dumb, right?
Yeah, I love that shit right there.
And of course,
But
shout
And
out
it's
my
just
guy
so
Stretchy
crazy
Fingers, man.
because his face, like, you don't expect that from Jalen. Like, Jalen is very, like,
Oh no,
chill,
I do. He's a
but you
Virgo.
see it and it's like, when he went and hugged Rick and then broke down, you can't tell me y'all didn't cry.
yeah,
He
listen.
was waiting. He was waiting to be a champion to do it. That's what it was. He was waiting to know he finally won it. To be like, oh, now I could talk my shit. Nobody can't tell me nothing. Yeah, that time.
Yo,
So,
yeah, Kev.
my bro wanna talk his shit real quick.
Absolutely.
You got it all low here.
What up,
What's the
Pops?
word?
What's good,
What's
yo?
the word?
Yo, I gotta give Kev props, right? Because forever, I wanted us to get Donovan Mitchell. And I always said, Jalen Brunson was really good, but I thought Mitchell for a long time was better. I got to give Kev props. He always said that Brunson is better, and he made me a believer, like watching him this year, and especially in the playoffs. And, I've been a Knicks fan forever. Kev will tell you since, the Bulls was beating the shit out of us with Ewing and all of that and hard times we went through. It's definitely good to see us win. I still can't believe it. I feel like I'm dreaming, because it's been tough. You know what I mean? Especially in this city, because you got people from all over. It's not like every other place where people are really fans. Here we got people from all over the country in New York, so you got to hear everybody's bullshit about your team. It definitely feels good to like see fans of other teams and like really talk a lot of shit to them because they got nothing to say now. You know what I mean? So for all the Knicks fans out there, you know we live in a big city with fans from all over. Let them have it. You know, don't beat nobody up, y'all. I'm not saying do that, right? Let's keep our hands to ourselves, but talk your shit. You know, what now? What happened before? Celtics fans, especially, you know, especially them. I know they hurting right now, trying to trade their whole team for Giannis. You know, so talk your shit to them, especially Nets fans too, because a lot of Nets fans was talking shit all year. They
Hold on,
did
let me cut in.
absolutely
Let me cut
nothing.
in.
You know what I mean? So
Especially,
listen, for
especially
all the Knicks
Detroit,
fans, love, mad love.
especially Detroit fans, because the league rolls through the Knicks. The league goes through the Knicks.
Right.
And also just to add on to one of his points, right? And Kev remember this from last night. As we were watching the game last night at the park, two Mexican dudes who were Spurs fans came up and was watching the game too. Now peep how this went, y'all. We ain't talk no smack to them. We let them pull up, watch the game. They were cheering on the Spurs. They was talking their shit. We didn't do nothing to them. We didn't harm them. We didn't harass them. And check this out. After the game ended and the Knicks won, they came over to us and shook our hands. You
Gentlemen,
understand?
gentlemen.
Now, if that ain't what sportsmanship is and what it should be, I don't know what it is. You
Yeah,
They were,
That
understand?
they were
that
more
was
yo,
special.
sportsmen. They were more sportsmen than they damn team.
You know, and,
yo,
and listen,
that's
Yeah.
and I
facts.
think part of it was because they was drunk already, and they were just watching the game, and like they wasn't on no bullshit, so we just let them rock out. Like, yo, y'all
Yo,
good, y'all can watch the game.
yo. Yeah, back to talk about our favorite moments with JB, right? You know, she said our favorite moment is when you saw Rick Brunson and all that. My favorite moment, Kev said, with the whole "Do I talk my shit?" My favorite moment is when they was in the back and Waka Flocka was playing. 'Cause
Yes.
I didn't expect that from JB, especially Ole Do It. I fucked my money up. Now I can't re-up. I ran up in this spot just to get my stacks up. Now I'm back on deck. So shorty, what the fuck you want?
They was rapping to what the fuck.
Heard him talking shit, but this ain't what the fuck you want. I was like, oh, let's go, JB.
But yo,
Listen, it doesn't
man,
surprise me
like,
from the
let me
weather.
tell you, to be honest with you, like, think you gotta try to think about everything he's been through since leaving Dallas. You know, since leaving
Yeah.
Dallas, it was oh my God, look at this guy. Do this. Do the Knicks really think this is the guy that's gonna turn their franchise around? This undersized, unathletic. Do you think this guy could run this team and help this team win a franchise? This and that and everything that he's had to overcome from leaving Dallas here in New York City, you know, and then you lose last year, and then you come back to not only just win the cup, not only just win the cup, win the MVP of the NBA Cup, and then win the finals, and then win the MVP of finals. Like I just shut all you niggas
And
the
the
fuck
Eastern
up.
Conference and the
And the
MVP of
Eastern
the Eastern Conference.
right. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna go a step further. He should have been MVP of the league.
Clearly,
MVP of the league because like there is nobody on top of Jalen Brunson right now, bro.
Yeah, and this is why here's my case, right? Because I know a lot of people's on board with JB is the greatest Nick ever. And a lot of people are still, on the fence or have they stance or who else it may be, whether it be Walt Clyde, Willis Reed, or Pat, right? And here's my claim why he's the best, right? All the other guys were drafted here. They had no choice but to be here. And their greatness came thereafter, right? Nobody had, no, only one person had to see the challenge ahead and say, yeah, ah, yeah, I want that challenge. And then come through and follow through after saying, I'm going here because this is where I want to be, and coming through and getting a ring off that. And hold on, what we to quickly lay the plane on Jalen Brunson. And speaking of somebody who prophesized this, I know y'all all saw the Mitch Robinson video when he got drafted.
Mm.
And he said he wanted to bring the city a ring 8 years ago. And now look at my boy holding a trophy. Everything that this team encompassed this season and throughout the last 4 years, Nick fans knew where we was going. Everybody else couldn't see it, but Nick fans who stood 10 toes down saw the trajectory of where we were going.
Yeah.
And yeah, Cap.
And I'm glad that we were able to beat every team at its best. There was no, oh, but this team was injured. Oh, but this guy didn't play. Oh, you know, their best player didn't play 3 games, and none of that stuff.
But Cap, they trying it though. They trying it though.
Yeah, they did. But you know what? We overcame all that, bro. Like, to be honest with you, yeah, Atlanta was tough. But I felt like this Spurs team was tougher than every single opponent we faced, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, they gave us the most trouble. Atlanta, yeah, they won 2 games, but we kind of, but did they really beat us, or we beat ourselves those 2 games?
I mean, I give Atlanta props. I think Atlanta beat us because we was playing regular season basketball against Atlanta.
Yeah, but we made mistakes that cost us those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this one was more like, yo, they was washing us up in every game, bro.
So
they was giving us work.
Yeah, Kev, I hear what you say, and you're not wrong, right? But I'm also going to say Atlanta saw an opportunity and they took advantage of it.
Yeah.
So was it our mistake not to correct what they was taking advantage of? Absolutely. But you can't kind of discredit them for doing what they supposed to do, right? Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, so that's why so they won that game. You feel me? Because we did the same thing to the Spurs.
Yeah.
Right?
I see what you're saying, but we completely annihilated them guys, bro.
So the difference, Kev, is that the Spurs have multiple guards that play great defense.
This is what I'm saying. This is
they
why
have multiple guards. See, Atlanta has Dyson Daniels because the other ones ain't show up all series.
Facts.
They had Dyson Daniels, and we already know Jalen Cookson. But the pressure that the Spurs put on him.
Yeah.
Because they have multiple guys, including bench guys, that put in work defensively.
And mostly Dylan Harper and Stephen Castle. Them guys were giving JB a hard time.
And he still gave him work.
He gave him work. Of course, he gave everybody work. Once he starts figuring you out, he's gonna break you down. But I think those 2 guys played him the toughest out of everybody else.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
I give him props, man. Like, that was a tough series physically.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah.
Like, both teams, not just them. I'm not saying we was playing soft because I think we was playing just as physical.
Yeah.
But I feel like that team even though we gentlemen swept, they only won 1 game. But in most of the series, they was in control.
Yeah.
we just found ways to figure out and break. We started breaking down the force field little by little. You
Yeah.
know, like, all right, let's start cracking it here, let's cracking it there, and then all of a sudden we got an opening, attack.
But see, that's the difference between us and other teams. And, you know, maybe us struggling during the regular season was what we needed because it mentally prepared us, right? Like basketball is a physical game. Yes, you need talent. Yes, you need, coaching and all that. But the mental aspect of it can't be taught. It can't like verbally be taught. I can't just tell you, hey, Kev, this is how you mentally prepare. You have to go through the motions to get that. And I think the the challenges that the Knicks faced this season and even going back to last season with the loss to the Pacers, like that prepared us for a series like the Spurs
Yeah,
and really
sure.
anybody, because whoever we face, even to me, if it was Detroit, if it was, Indiana, if we were to see those teams, if we were to see OKC, it would still be the same outcome because this team is different.
Oh
This
yeah,
team
for
is
sure.
different.
Oh no, listen, I was confident with either team.
No,
I
for sure.
was super confident. I
And
thought
I'm
we were gonna.
and I'm gonna say this, we have to give credit to all the guys. And when I thought back today, and I'm like, the majority of guys, even the ones we didn't see play in the playoffs at all, had parts in getting us to this point, right? Tyler had killer games this season. Deuce, although he played like shit all finals, he had great games this season to get us to this point. Mo
In the
Yeah,
postseason.
Diawara. Mo Diawara, he played good games this season for us. We had
Mhm.
guys that know if you were just to just think about it, like we think they never gonna get no burn, not on this team.
Look at
You know
Kev.
what I mean?
Look at Kev. Look at
it's the
Kev.
part where fucking Wemby put his foot under JB. That
Yeah,
let me tell you,
bitch
bro.
ass nigga.
Let me tell you, man. Like I like Wemby. Don't get me wrong. No,
I don't.
I don't.
I'm a fan of his, right? But because I'm always on that, you the enemy. When we play you, you the enemy. After that, I'm like, all right, I could support you because you're still a good player, but there was a few things in this series that kind of make me like, come on, bro, like really, dogs, you could have broke his ankle.
Coulda.
You could have all the way broke his ankle. The way his ankle looked in slow motion. Oh, when I first seen it, bro, I was just like, no, God, please
Yeah.
don't.
Bro,
The
when he
only thing that
scoops
made me
like
feel
that,
better,
that's crazy. It scares
yo,
you.
the only thing that made me feel better about the situation is the way he got up and walked. I said, okay, he's fine then. But at first, when I seen him holding his ankle like that, I said, oh my God, it's broke.
Yeah.
It's broke.
Yo,
You broke
Kev.
his ankle, bro.
They was gonna have to take Jalen Brunson out that game on the motherfucking stretcher.
Right.
There's
Word.
no way. But yo, so this is why I hate it about this is why like I progressively I already didn't like when Bianca coming into this series, but it got progressively worse my disdain for him, right? And when it really got bad when I realized, oh, you're trying to cheat your way into a championship. When we watched him jump at OG
Oh,
Anunoby's knee,
to break his
like
freaking toy, tear his ACL is insane.
it's nasty because he's an entitled, spoiled bitch,
What up, Barry?
right?
Yeah.
And Barry in the building. Now Barry
Hell
gonna
yeah.
like this comparison that I'm about to give
Hell
right
yeah, we're
now,
going to the
right?
parade.
Because they making it seem like he is an anomaly. But yeah, they really trying to make it like he's something that we never seen before. When really, in all actuality, Wemby ain't nothing but a diet Kevin Durant with defense. He's a little bit taller, but a diet Kevin Durant with defense.
Facts.
Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall. No post up game. Got some guard skills, right? And can shoot the ball shoot the lights out the ball for somebody his size. Wemby is not nearly as good of a shooter as Kevin Durant. Don't nearly have half the bag that Kevin Durant has offensively, right? And he's instead of being 7 feet, he's 7'4", and he could play some defense, which I'm not even really sold on his defense ability because all he do is basket hang.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin
He
Garnett, he
basket
sold
hang.
on Wemby either. He told
Yo,
us
these
that.
referees was really trying to cheat, dog. They was really trying to cheat, bro. This nigga just smacked Mikael Bridges in the face. The referee said no, he did it and walked off. Bro, you was right there. You watched it. You watched him get smacked in the face by Dylan Harper. You just walked. This nigga fell in his face. Fell on the floor.
Yo,
Listen,
Let me.
wait.
Can
I
I?
remember that play. I remember that play. But that's what makes this win even more special because not only did we beat the Spurs in 5, we beat the refs in 5.
Right? We beat Vegas in 5-2.
Let me give give me 1 second because my phone is about to die, so I'm about to hang up. But
No
I need
doubt.
to say this: fuck them picks, fuck them
Right.
picks, because for 2 playoffs in a row, Macau showed up. Macau showed up, and you know what? When he cried last night, it struck a chord in my heart. And you know why? Because there's 2 players on our team that get the most backlash no matter what. Macau being one of them, Cat being the other. And the way that fans continuously chew out Macau for anything, for any little thing, it's always Macau's fault. It's Macau's fault. Everything is Macau's fault. So I was so happy that Josh said it. I was so happy that Ariel said, now we ain't leaving. We're going to address this shit. We're going to address this and fuck them pigs.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
Get
I
my
was
phone,
about to
sir.
say, but my phone about to die. So,
Yeah, we're not gonna be on here too much longer. You know what I mean?
Well,
But yeah, guys,
with
sis,
that,
do your thing. Appreciate you for pulling up.
of course,
Word.
I
You know what
appreciate
I mean?
y'all. This season with y'all, my brothers, has been
You know,
so much fun. This
Word.
season has
absolutely.
been so much fun. And
Word.
I'm so happy that we won a chip, but I'm also so sad that we now have to wait to watch our Knicks play again.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
we
I
got the draft
appreciate.
coming up, so we're gonna have some shows.
Oh no,
we got
for sure, for sure. But it ain't the same as regular season.
yeah,
It
that's
ain't the
facts. That's
same. But I appreciate y'all. This season has been amazing. To everyone that's watched us all season, we can't say how much we love y'all. Like for real, it's without even meeting some of y'all like family. You know
facts.
what I mean? And there's so many Knicks podcasts, and night after night after night, y'all show up to Knicks and Ish. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful.
And not
Yeah,
only that, man, we made it to a K this
Plus,
facts.
a
year,
K
man.
plus.
A K
And
plus this year, man.
that
Like we made some big moves this year, man. That was a
that just
lot of,
makes
we worked hard for that.
facts. Yo, that just makes this season even like so much more special, right? Like
Facts.
we made it to 1,000 subscribers and got a championship all in the same season. That's crazy.
Yep.
We had
It's crazy.
1,050 subscribers, man.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man.
Fact.
Shout
Right.
out to y'all. But
But
yo,
I'll talk to
that's
y'all
it.
later.
All right,
All right,
later.
sis.
Love y'all.
All
And
Love you
right, man.
too.
Be easy.
we'll
Let's-
figure out next time we go
Wait,
live.
wait. Before you leave, we gotta acknowledge, acknowledge each other as champs from now
Yeah,
Yeah,
on.
champ.
champ.
Yeah,
Like
Yo,
champ.
yo,
champ.
I was on the
See you
train
later.
earlier
See
today,
you
and
later,
everybody
champ.
saw me with the
See you later,
jersey on. And
champ.
it was like, "What
Later,
up,
champ.
champ? Yo,
See you
how you
later,
doing,
champ.
champ?"
Later, champs.
Yo,
Bye, champ.
for the next 350, next 365, that's all I'm calling y'all from now on.
Sir,
What up,
champ.
champ?
What's up,
What
champ?
up, champ?
What?
All right, y'all.
Champ?
Good night.
All right, later, sister.
Alright,
Good
Later.
night,
alright,
sis. Love
champ.
Champ.
you, sis.
Later, champ.
Well, being that I didn't get to say this earlier, I just want to say shout out to everybody watching this at my job. Y'all know y'all gonna hear my motherfucking mouth tomorrow, and that's a fact. So get ready, cause when I pull up to work tomorrow, you're gonna see the hat, and I'm gonna have to put the hat on my supervisor's head again. You know what I mean? Shout out my
Yeah.
supervisor, Kyle, bro. He know all that LeBron talk got you in a world of trouble this year, kid. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is it is a surreal feeling. We actually have done this. You know what I mean? Surreal
Yo,
feeling.
I didn't get to say this either, but I knew last night it was going down. Kev will tell you I was walking around with the jersey up like this in the air for the last 5 minutes of the game. I was like, it's about to go down. I know it. I'm walking around with the jersey in my head like this the whole night. Like, yeah, it's about that time. I see it coming, man. Oh man, what a feeling, man. Of the world, Craig.
I,
Of
I
the
said
world, Craig.
I said this last night, right? And I'm gonna say it again. We won with a team full of the misfits, the undesirables, right? If you look at everybody on the roster, we're gonna start with pardon, not everybody, but most of the people on the roster. Pardon, excuse me. Let's start with Cat. He was scapegoated in Minnesota because there's no way you trade a former number one overall pick, a perennial all-star, right? One of the best shooting big man in NBA history. Then you trade him. And no knock on my man Julius Randle, but shout out to him because this all starts with him. You feel me? We don't get here without Julius Randle's contribution. So this is not me shitting on Julius Randle. But what I've seen from Cat, watching him, 82 games plus well, 2 seasons of 82 games plus the postseason, and what I've seen from Julius Randle, I was wrong. Cat's better, right? And you traded that for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. You let the remnants of Jimmy Butler's words, which is funny that everybody who left that team that Jimmy Butler was on is a champion now. But anyway, you let Jimmy Butler's words about Cat carry over and influence your decision. But anyway, you got Cat. Then you got JB with Mark Cuban and people in Dallas refusing to get his man his money when he asked for the first time, which is a whole lot cheaper than what we got him for. We wanted to sign for a whole, I think it was like 25 for like 3 years or some shit like that. It was, I can't remember the number. It was wild. So we get him by him being outcast from Dallas. Mikal Bridges was on the Knicks was his third team in 2 years. Can't tell me that that's the definition of an outcast, right? Who I'm missing? Josh Hart bounced. He was starting to become a journeyman. Josh Hart was starting to become a journeyman in the NBA before he landed with the Knicks, right? Who else I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Landry Shamet, Mr. Unguaranteed Contract himself. Get my boy back up here. Yeah, Landry Shamet, Mr. Unguaranteed Contract himself. You know what I mean? Uh back to the
Another
cat.
full
Not
circle moment. Another full circle moment for the
back
Knicks.
and back to the cat. Not only was he's an outcast from uh what you call it, from Dallas. He's a second round pick because he was too small, not athletic enough. Everybody that's on the team that make the difference has a story of them being unwanted at some point in their career. And now they formed Voltron and won a fucking championship. And this is the we might see if the Knicks win another championship, we might see a major shift in the league and how teams develop and get champion like and chase championship teams, right? Because obviously the West, they whole shit for the years was we need two or more superstars on our team to compete. That's why everybody think that the West is better because they constructed that way. Like the top teams are constructed. We're gonna get the whoever the best stars are, whoever the best top star is, we're gonna get those and we're gonna try to build our team around those. Now the West is going on. Some teams get lucky enough, like OKC and San Antonio, where they get like 3, 4 first round or super high lottery picks to start developing their teams. But the rest of them are still in that same formula. The Knicks is showing that, yo, if you build a team with like-minded guys and actually structure a team, like actually structure the team instead of chasing the big names and just get a whole bunch of people who work well together. It's not only about the talent chemistry, it's about the personality chemistry as well. Because you look at it like this. We all know that Josh, Mikal, and JB are college friends. Then you go trade for a person like Cat who fits right in with them. That JB just recently said, yo, he's one of my closest friends now. These things matter. When you see everybody in the locker room genuinely fucking with each other and liking each other and vibing, that matters. But then you add the fact that everybody fit. You got somebody to do a little bit of everything, right? You got facilitators, you got passers, you got rebounders. Everybody has a job. It's going to Leon Rose, man. I'm sorry, I'm being long-winded, y'all. And I said I wasn't going to do that because this was supposed to be for the panel to get their shit on because I did it last night. But we fucking champions, man. Forgive me, man. But Leon Rose, man. Every move this man made since he got here was scrutinized. Every move. There's not a move that he made that wasn't looked at under a microscope and scrutinized and said it wasn't a good move. When we went and got JB, that was super scrutinized by everybody. When we made the trade for Josh Hart, sending Cam Reddish and a first-round draft pick, they said we gave up too much for Josh. We all know the story with Mikal Bridges. I'm not even fuck them picks. Every move this man has made has been criticized. And he did exactly what Leon Rose been here for 5 years now, right? This is 5th year. Yo, if this ain't Babe Ruth pointing to the side of the stadium he about to hit the home run, if this ain't the same shit, because he called this in his first interview as president of basketball operations. He said in 4 or 5 years, we're going to be contenders for a championship. And on the 5th year, we fucking won it. And Leon Rose is the GOAT. I don't want to he's the GOAT, bro.
Genius. Genius. Absolute genius.
Yo, how do you call that? How do you call that? So
5-year
many
plan.
variables. So many
5-year
variables, though. And he walked his plan down to perfection, even down to the last moment and getting the final piece and getting GTA. Shout out to Sean.
But let's not forget waiting 4 years to bring Cat over here when you were pursuing Cat actively for 4 straight off seasons and finally found a way to get him here. If that don't tell you Leon Rose persistence and his resilience wasn't paying off for us, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. Listen, like I said yesterday, if there was a President of the Year award in the NBA, it would go to Leon Rose this year. He deserves
It
it.
should have. They do have an award for that as executive of the year, and he never won it.
Why he didn't get it? He should have gotten it. Like, come on. He should have easily. It should have been a no-brainer, NBA. It should have been a no-brainer. Like, let's be real. Leon Rose
The same,
deserved.
your friends, the same reason why OG ain't first team all defense.
And shout out to Cash for pointing that out in the press conference. He said, "Really? Why are we talking about OG on first team? Like, what the?" He got up and walked off of that interview. Like, man, what the fuck is y'all
Yep.
talking about, man?
I guarantee you this, right? I guarantee you this. When the next season start, and usually the former champs are always the favorite to repeat. Like at least over the last 3-4 years. Watch the Knicks won't be the favorite to repeat.
The
I
Spurs will be
guarantee
the
anything.
favorite. The Spurs
The
will be the favorite.
Spurs or OKC or Boston, and that's just the story of to add on why you said why Leon Rose they get executive year. It's just because that's the nature of what it is when you a Knick, when you anything with the Knicks. It's the nature of the biz. You feel me? But that's okay. We got the last laugh. Now yo, this is why niggas is salty, right? We win the championship. Oh, it's gonna be another 53 years before they win another one. Says who? Says who's gonna be another 53 years? You gonna win one next year, nigga. But yo, I think I'm done unless y'all got anything else.
Um, nah, it feels good being the champs. That's all I want to say. I
Kev, nothing
mean,
else? Kev,
I
look, Kev locked in on that game like it's his first time watching it.
well,
Yo,
Yo, Kev barely
like,
paid. We background noise at this point. Kev locked in.
well, that's a fact.
yo, right now we down six. Yeah, we down 10 again with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
I was about to say he's in the beginning of the fourth. I already knew where he was.
Yeah,
That's
listen, man. Oh, what a
yeah.
time! What a time
Then
to be a Knicks fan.
Josh hit
Right
the
at
three
time.
to put us down 7 with 10 minutes and 52 seconds. That was a big three for us.
Facts, facts.
What a time to be a Knicks fan. I mean,
Yeah. Now listen, man. We
At that point, you take the 2 over the 3, so I'm not mad that they let Wembenyama slide to the basket for the dunk.
we. Oh, and we can't forget. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. There's a few people.
Right.
Vex, Sean.
And
They
shout out to the
mentioned this.
Spurs fan. Shout out to the Spurs fan that said that he run by our channel and he support us. So shout out to him.
Yeah. And shout out to send that pull back up yesterday because I told him I needed him to pull back up. And yesterday he pulled up. And I respect that shit. You know what I mean? I respect the hell out of that Spurs fan that pulled up after they took the L.
Right.
But
Yo,
I almost
my
forgot.
bad, T. Let me dip up out of here because I'm literally on 0%. I'm like 6.
All right, bet. We about to wrap up right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Kev. We talk. Yo,
all right, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
Yeah, I love you too, bro.
All
right,
bro.
Yeah.
Love you too, bro.
Later, man.
But when I was giving Leon Rose his flowers, I can't forget his his second biggest, no, maybe his second or third, however you want to flip it. But OG Anunoby, he was chasing OG Anunoby as soon as he got to the Knicks. We heard rumblings of the Knicks being interested in OG as soon as he got here.
Once they found out his ties to CAA, you knew he was on the radar. Leon Rose like, oh, we
And he
got
got
one.
the deal. He got the deal done. And as a Knicks fan who loved RJ Barrett, you know what I mean? Because I feel like even though he didn't transcend to the heights that we wanted him to while he was here, it wasn't for lack of trying. You know what I mean? RJ gave it his all while he was here, and I'm gonna always respect him for that. It cost us RJ and Emmanuel quickly, but it was the right decision. And every time you can't, he didn't falter. He did once. I ain't gonna lie. Evan Fournier and 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 Kemba Walker. It's the only
Yeah.
blemish on his record. But even in that, he was trying to address a need that we had, right? We needed
Mm-hmm.
scoring from the point guard position and we needed more shooting. On paper, those two guys fit the bill. But in practicality, it set us back a year. But shout out to Leon Rose, man. Shout out to the whole Nick organization. I'm about to wrap this bitch up. Yeah, you know the vibes. We champs of the world, Craig.
Oh, the world, Craig.
Yeah, but shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. We appreciate y'all. Don't let nobody rain on this parade, man. Don't let nobody rain on this parade. When you going to work tomorrow, right? Be loud. Be loud. High five your co-workers. You know what I mean? Be loud about it. Because if you're anything like me, I've worked corporate throughout my years. I worked corporate jobs. I worked, delivery jobs. I've been everywhere. And everywhere I repped that I was a Knicks fan proud, and I was ridiculed and ostracized for that. You know what I mean? Made fun of. So I know y'all was going through the same. So right now, don't let nobody turn you down. Turn up. Don't let nobody turn you down. But if you didn't do so already, get Fred.
I'm just gonna say real quick before I go, shout out to my guy King Q, man. All them days at the old job, we was sitting at the lunchtime table and niggas was ridiculing us about being Knicks fans. Ridicule us now. That's what I want y'all to try to do.
And I know y'all heard the story before of how me and Kev met, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Kev literally met at work. I used to work for a law firm. He used to work for a Spanish newspaper in the area. We used to go pick up our mail at the same post office. We would spend hours on the clock standing in front of the post office talking about sports, and it be the Knicks. And I'm talking about this is 07, 08, 09. You know what I mean? Talking about the Knicks and our hope and what we're doing right now here we are doing a podcast and we're fucking champions almost 2 decades later. More than 2 decades later. Right? But yeah, if you did do so already, make sure y'all hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. Subscribe. If you're new here, hit that notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss no postseason live. Because we will be live during the postseason. We will develop a schedule. And there's still stuff to talk about. There's still the draft. There's still a next season. You know what I mean? If you didn't introduce already, make sure you visit the Shopify. Cotton some merch. You feel me? Support your favorite panel. And I think that's it. There's only one thing left to do.
Hit the outro.
Boom shakalaka. The Knicks is the difference. Our grit, that's the difference. These kids are just different. And I, you know we live, Ras the parlay lord. Let's go!